Welcome to the spring concert of the Auburn City School Bands. I am Angie Holt, president of the Auburn Band Parent Association, and on behalf of Dr. Delano, Dr. Pignato, Mr. Reed, and Dr. Barlow, I would like to welcome you today to our concerts. Without further delay, I now give you Miss Marshall and the Drake Middle School Band.
That was the Manhattan Beach March, and it's arranged by Michael Story. It's a really famous old march that John Philip Sousa wrote, and it's cool that they are now writing and arranging music that is like that for a middle school band, so we get a chance to really play some really great music. The next song that we're going to play for you is a lot of fun, and we're getting ready and gearing up for our play at school with our drama production, which is going to be Shrek. And so we picked some music to go along with that. This is All Star. If you've ever seen the movies, this is in one of those movies. It's an original, well, it's a song by Smash Mouth, but I think somebody did it before them. Anyways, so the next tune we're going to play for you is All Star. So I want to take a minute and recognize a few students who in January, they went and tried out for all district band and all state band. And this is something that usually only second and third year players and high school players do, but we have a few students who have been playing a little bit longer than starting this year, and so it's a really great challenge. And let me just tell you, it's a lot of work, and it's really, it tells a lot about these students that they went after it and they tried out. And we had 8 students make our district honor band. Let me have those students stand right now, our 8 students. And we had our district honor band, and I know the parents of these students were here, and it was just a few weeks ago, and they get together and they play 4 songs, and they have Friday night to learn them and Saturday, and then they play them Saturday night. So it's really a lot of playing and practicing. And one of the students said, "Can I put all that time on my practice record?" I was like, "Yep, put all that time on your practice record." It was like 500 minutes. I was like, "That's awesome." So along with that, we had 2 students make the all-state band, and that band is going to meet in Mobile in April. And I can't remember, I have never had 2 students at Drake make all-state, and they only take 2 from our district, and so for these 2 students to make all-state is quite an accomplishment. Kyunha Park on French horn, and Lana Stowe on clarinet. So the next song we're going to play for you is Funky Town, and it's another song that was in one of the Shrek movies, and I showed the kids the video from the original music video, and they were all, I think, scarred by the video. If you haven't seen it in a long time, it's by a group called Lips, and it is weird. So I made sure I showed everybody because I wanted them to know, like, really where it came from, but the 80s were great, weren't they? So I hope you enjoy Funky Town, arranged by Johnny Benson. Of a storm. It's supposed to be about a storm. A tempest is a type of a storm, and the kids really like this song. It starts off kind of low, and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and builds. It's just a lot of fun. So our final selection, The Tempest.
front of you right now is the concert band. We have a unique experience as band directors during our school year, the way that our concerts are set up. So our first concert that we do in the year, it takes place in December. We have a whole semester to work towards that music and work towards that concert. And then what happens in the spring semester is really, we kind of just turn up the speed really, really fast. We work on more difficult music in a much shorter amount of time. So instead of a full semester, we get about half of a semester. And we're working on harder music. The music that you're going to hear with all three of our bands today at the junior high will probably consist of something like a fast overture at the beginning, a slower tune in the middle, and a march. We believe here in Auburn that it's important that students in band programs learn how to play marches, because if it weren't for marches, we wouldn't be here. That was kind of the beginning of the whole public school band movement, and so historically it's just important that we continue to keep that tradition alive. So the next tune that the concert band will be performing this evening is a piece by the same composer as our last one. Our first tune was called Harbinger, written by a really popular junior high band composer named Robert Sheldon. He also composed this next tune, which is called Serenade. We hope you enjoy it. The last tune that we're going to do today for this concert is a march. It was originally written by another composer, but was brought as an arrangement by a guy named Larry Clark. This tune is called Courage March, and it just works on that classic march style. Like I said, for many, many years, band music was pretty much just marches, until composers started to realize that there was great potential in what a group like this could do, that it didn't take a full orchestra to make beautiful sounds, that bands could play beautiful music too. It didn't have to just be marches, but we still want to make sure that marches are taught. So it's a very important part of our heritage as band students. So we hope you enjoyed the concert band today. I've really enjoyed working with them this semester. They've worked really hard. We hope you enjoy Courage March. The group you see in front of you right now is the Symphonic Band. This is our second group from the junior high. The first piece that you heard is a great piece for junior high band by a composer named Brian Balmages called Falcon Fanfare. Our next tune that we're going to do is a beautiful setting of a really popular folk song, kind of a modern American folk song. There's been band arrangements done of this piece, there's been choir arrangements done of this piece. And it's called Homeward Bound. Has beautiful lyrics, however, we in the band world, we don't have the luxury of lyrics most of those times. But one of the things that I really tried to do, and hopefully you noticed with the concert band and with the symphonic band, and hopefully later with the wind symphony, is the importance of lyrical playing in young band students. A lot of junior high band directors, unfortunately, don't program slow lyrical music for their groups. The reason being is because a lot of times they're still developing. And the ability to hold out and finish a phrase and to play a long line of music versus fast, exciting, percussive kind of things, it can be very difficult. But my philosophy is a little different, and that is that I believe that the earlier they can be playing lyrical music, the better. And so that way, then when they do get to high school, that's not a huge transition for them. And plus, when you get to play lyrical music, you get to get more into the emotion side of music. So being able to express things that you would never be able to express with words. And so this piece has been a challenge for this group, but they've handled it incredibly well. They worked really hard. And I've actually wanted to play this piece for several years, and the timing never really worked out. I tried it out with different groups, but this year there was something about this symphonic band. I was like, it's time. It's time. We get to do this piece. So I'm really proud of the work they've done on it. We hope you enjoy Homeward Bound. I love playing fast, exciting pieces as much as the next guy. But that makes me more proud than anything I could work on as far as fast, exciting, in your face, playing loud. That's what music is. So I'm so proud of them on that. So our last tune today, as we did with the concert band, is a march. This tune is another famous Howard Bennett march. It's been arranged by a great arranger named Larry Clark. It's called Improvement March. We appreciate you listening to the Symphonic Band. We hope you enjoy our last tune. High School Wind Symphony in front of me. The piece you just heard is a piece by Clara Grunman called Kentucky 1800. It's kind of one of those pieces that's kind of viewed like as a masterwork in our repertoire, especially for junior high and high school level bands. It's a piece that unfortunately doesn't get played a whole lot anymore. I hope that some of these older tunes will kind of come back into the regular repertoire because they're a lot of fun to play, and they provide a lot of really good educational material for sure. The next piece that we're going to perform, she ran up here on stage before I could introduce her. The next piece is a little bit special for us and for me and for my family. The next piece is a piece called And Hold in Memory. And it was commissioned by the Dothan High School Band down in Dothan, Alabama. Their band director named Steve McClendon, band director I've known for a very, very long time. And the piece was commissioned in memory of a student who passed away, who was in the band program. And he was a massive Auburn fan and had plans to attend Auburn and be in the band and just kind of live his life as loud as he could for Auburn. Wore an Auburn baseball cap everywhere he went. And so he battled leukemia towards the end of his high school career, and even during the time that he was receiving treatment and the time that he was labeled as terminal in this illness, he was not just waiting for his time. He was raising money for other patients in his wing of the hospital and other people receiving treatment for the same kind of things. And so, upon his passing away, Mr. McClendon commissioned this piece by a composer who lives right here in Auburn, named Johnny Vinson. He was the director of bands at Auburn University for many, many years, and now is one of our closest friends in our school system, and writes great music for band, has for a very, very long time. And so what's unique about that experience is that my wife played in the high school band that commissioned this piece. And so she knew Wesley personally and was there for the commissioning process and was there for the first rehearsal and the world premiere and things of that nature. And she's quite frankly been begging me to play this ever since I've come to Auburn. And so this year it just kind of happened to work out, and she is going to be playing in the French section tonight with us. And so that's very, very fun experience. So, very fortunate. So this will also be the first time that my twins will ever be on stage with a band, but I'm sure, and so I'm sure that won't be the last time. I hope not. But yeah, we're excited about this piece, and we hope you enjoy And Hold in Memory. For those of you in here who are Auburn University grads, you will notice that in the middle of this piece, there is a quote, a musical quote of a line from the Auburn University alma mater. And you'll actually hear it. It's kind of been woven into that, kind of in honor of Wesley's Auburn, being an Auburn fan and wanting to come to Auburn. So we hope you enjoy it. This next tune is, of course, our march that we've been working on, and it is done by the March King, John Philip Sousa. He's our composer of the month in March. Yeah, they got me. All right. And so, yeah, John Philip Sousa, as many of you know, was the conductor of the Marine Band in the later part of the 1800s and wrote dozens and dozens and dozens of marches that we still play today, including the National March of the United States, the Stars and Stripes Forever. This is a piece that he did called, it was about kind of friendship between countries across the ocean from each other. It was called Hands Across the Sea. So we hope you enjoy John Philip Sousa's Hands Across the Sea. The last tune in our concert, and the last tune that you'll hear from the junior high bands today, actually wasn't originally intended to be on this program. A couple of weeks ago, we took a trip with a couple of our groups. We took the jazz band and we took the wind symphony down to Drake Middle School. And we went with a couple of the choirs from the junior high, and we played kind of a music in our schools assembly. And you know, we call it that, but really it's, hey, join the band. Please continue to be in band. And so we set up in the Gemma Cafetorium building, and we put on kind of mini concerts for them. We played kind of some of the stuff that we're working on, and we had worked up a couple of tunes just for that concert. You know, mainly kind of movie score kind of stuff and popular music, and that way, you know, everybody, even the kids who aren't in band that are at Drake that are listening to this, are kind of able to connect with what we're doing. And one of the tunes that we did was a piece from a very popular British television show called Doctor Who that's been around for a very long time. And this tune is a little bit different in that most tunes that you play in band are typically in sets of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, or in sets of 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, kind of like and hold in memory. I Am the Doctor, which is this piece we're about to play, is in 7, which makes your brain hurt at first. You're looking at the music and that doesn't have as many beats as it should, but it's written in 7 for a reason. It has a kind of a neat feel to it, for sure. And we had such a great time with this piece. We didn't want to wait till the end of the year to play it, because we felt like we were doing a pretty good job on it, and we had a lot of fun playing it, so we stuck it on here. I think we made the decision yesterday that it was going to be on the program today. So we hope you enjoy this, our last tune for the night. Thank you so much for being here to hear all the junior high school bands, and we hope you enjoy I Am the Doctor.
you. This is the concert band at the high school, and we started with a piece called Above and Beyond. Disney titles. That was by James Swearingen, who does a lot of compositions for band, just tons and tons and tons of things. You'll see him on our programs over the various concerts. This next piece, we're going to continue kind of the tradition, the way Mr. Wine had his groups. We started with an up-tempo fanfare, and then move into a lyrical piece. This is Aeolian Winds by John Edmonds. I'm going to close our portion of the concert with a march. This is Newcastle March, and you'll recognize the name on your program, Dr. John Benson, who did, and hold in memory, that Mr. Warren did with one of the junior high bands, and that you'll see on our programs also, not only just because he is obviously here down the road, but he is a phenomenal composer and has written many, many works for band. This, I believe, was his first published piece, I think. I'm going to go with that. But this is Newcastle March by Johnny Vincent. We hope you enjoyed the concert band's portion of the program. This is the Symphonic Band at the high school. This time we decided to change up the order of things. We started off with our march that was by John Philip Sousa called Washington Post. The next piece we're going to play has two movements. You see them listed on your program individually. The first movement, this is Cajun folk songs. First movement, obviously, these are taken from some Cajun folk songs. You got real creative with the title. The first movement is a lyrical, kind of sad sounding piece, so you'll hear that throughout the first movement, and then the second movement's a little bit more up-tempo, more energetic, so you'll definitely know which movement is which. So if you could please hold the applause until the end of the second movement, the end of the entire piece, we'd appreciate it. This is Frank DeKelly's Cajun Folk Songs. As you can tell, that second movement has some difficulty to it, so a lot of meter changes, a lot of things going on, and they handle that really well. Let's give them another hand. Our final piece with Symphonic Band is a piece by Todd Stalter. It's called Critical Mass. It's talking about that tension, that really extreme tension, and you'll hear that in the music. It's very up-tempo, very in your face most of the way through there. So we hope you've enjoyed the Symphonic Band, and we will close our portion with Critical Mass. This is the AHS Wind Symphony on stage, our top performing ensemble. That was Florentine March by Julius Fuchik, an Italian march, as the title would suggest. This next piece, beautiful piece by Eric Whitaker. If you've been coming to our concerts, you'll notice that I like a lot of Eric Whitaker's music. This is a really, really pretty piece. Whitaker was a choral composer at first, a choral person, and when he was in school, he started to think about writing for wind band also. So a lot of his writing, especially his lyrical pieces, mimic what a choir would do. He's writing what he's hearing a choir playing. So you'll think about that as you go through this, a lot of tension and release and everything else through the chords. But really pretty piece by Eric Whitaker, titled October. We will conclude the concert this evening with Julie Giroux's La Mesquita de Córdoba. Thank you guys again for coming out. Have a wonderful rest of the evening and rest of the week.